What it do? What's good? It's your boy Z-Man, and we back for another video. And today, we got something a little bit different, man. Today, we got Savage Judge lets baby killer in a... He chooses his own sentence. Now, this could go two ways. Either he finna say he about to, put himself in some trouble as sense of, well, I feel like I deserve X amount of years. And she either gonna laugh and increase that sentence by that amount of years plus the one she already finna give him. That could happen. Or she can hit him with the, okay, I'm gonna take what you said into consideration. But if it's below 25, but if it's below this, it don't even matter. You a baby killer. How much time you thought you was finna get a day? You thought you was finna get a year? Boy, you'd be lucky if you get 10 years. But besides that, man, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into this video, man.
What was the nature of your contact with Mr. Mcnabb?
I was evaluating
Oh, and I'm not going to try to talk too much, and if I do, I'm going to pause it.
him at the request of mutant defects.
And did you have
Oh, let's figure out who this woman is.
Mr. Mcnabb?
I was evaluating him at the request of mutant defects.
So, obviously, I don't think they're related or marital status at all, because she said she was evaluating him. So, I'm guessing he tried to plead insanity.
And did you have the occasion to be working on your computer down there at the jail while you were talking to him?
I did.
And at some point in time, did Mr. Mcnabb tell you to look up?
He did.
And when you looked, where was he at in relation to you?
He was probably an inch or two away from the glass. Right in front of my face.
So were you separated by...
He's not making it... Okay, so he's either trying to plead insanity to the fullest extent, like the fullest extent, and he's either obviously being for real, or he's like trying to really piggyback this insanity so he can get that time cut.
by glass?
We were separated by glass.
And what
But that don't ever work, especially when it comes to the children. Oof.
did you see when he asked you to look?
He was wearing a turtle suit, which is something that prisoners are wearing when they're on suicide risk.
I told y'all he trying to plead insanity. I told you it's...
And that he wasn't wearing clothing under that, and he had pulled up the turtle suit and taken out his penis and was masturbating.
And did he masturbate to completion in your presence?
He did.
Oh my...
Thank you. Those are all the questions.
Bro, what?
No question, John. I got a question. Can I address the court, please?
He don't got no chill. Well, I guess he know this the last female he finna see, unless it's a CO.
I just got one thing I want to say, and that's it. I'd like to say it in front of her since she's the...
Look at my man to the left face. Look at dude behind him. He's staring at the back of bruh's head like, boy, you better not say it. Keep your... You know how when you be taught, like when you was a little kid, right? Your mama take you somewhere. You just talking. Be in church, just talking. Your mama looking, shut up. Be quiet. That's how he looking at him. And then old dude that's on, trial for this case, or in court right now. I can't even say trial, but he is. But in court for this case, you can already tell he loose screw, because you didn't go to Harvard Law. You ain't go. I can't speak. I don't know, bro, but I doubt it, because if he did, then he would have known what he about to say before I even hear it is about to get him more time. But besides that, let's go ahead and get back with the video.
The one accusing me.
when your time comes. And your time, you can say anything you want to. Is there any further evidence in the offering that aggravates?
No, Judge.
Mr. Carter, you
What's his lace up? Did that say lace up? The lace up?
have any evidence to offer in the way of mitigation?
See, he worried about the wrong thing right now. He worried about what happened when they was in a visitation. He worried about the wrong thing right now. You on trial for killing a baby. You are worried about the wrong thing. You worry about something that'll get you 30 days instead of something that's gonna give you life. You worry about the wrong things right now, bro.
Okay, you may do so. You may stand
With them
up.
header blockers on.
I just like the court to know, as well as everybody at home.
Her face to the left, she already like, boy, you glad I ain't on that jury. You glad I ain't on that jury, 'cause I would have gave it to you. And then that woman to the right, she like, well, he could be innocent. Maybe he went through something.
Since this is being broadcasted for whatever reasons, that I did have on a turtle suit, and it velcros, and it wasn't on properly, and it didn't fit properly, and the velcros were not on good because they don't stick, because they've been used for so many years by so many different people, and I was not masturbating at all in front of her, period. The thing fell off when I stood up, and that was it. There was none of that, and I would have liked to have told her that, since she was the one making the accusation, since I'm pretty sure by the law states that I have a right to confront my witnesses who accuse me of doing wrong.
You could tell he been reading though. You could tell like he got some prior knowledge, or you could tell he ain't no slow leap. He might not be the sharpest knife in the, but you could tell he ain't slow. You could tell he.
So I felt like I wanted to say it in front of her, since she was the one up here slandering me.
Okay.
And that's all I got to say.
Talk that. I ain't on that side. You feel me? He killing babies, but if she false acting, if she capping, she capping.
I mean, I haven't.
The sentencing and all of that, that was the only thing you wanted to tell the court?
That's what I was saying. That's the only thing you're worried about.
I mean, I haven't heard anything about a sentence. I was just
Sentence
commenting
sheet
on that. I
for the
understand that.
charges. And I just wanted to know if you had anything you wanted to say to the court.
I mean, I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say, but I'm not going to be able to say half of it.
I don't know, because I don't know what you're going to say.
I'm innocent. I didn't do it.
Okay.
I've maintained that the whole time. I feel like there was things that were allowed to be said that should have never been allowed to be said, that didn't have nothing whatsoever to do with the case and what was being said. Just because somebody has domestic abuse issues with their spouse doesn't mean that they would put their hands on their kids, which has also been pretty much proved that I've never touched my kids in any harmful manner whatsoever. I've never harmed my kids. I didn't even hear anything that said that I had done anything to her in front of the kids. So that doesn't make sense either.
But you do beat the wife or the girlfriend, because that's what you just said without saying it.
I had done anything to her in front of the
In front of the kids.
kids. So that doesn't make sense either. And, you know, just to let the record show that I don't think I ever put my hands on her in front of those kids. And I just don't feel like just because somebody has domestic issues with the female in their life that they love, that they were just able to just say, oh, he don't love you and all that stuff just in front of everybody or whatever.
But what does that have to do with you killing a baby? Did you kill a baby?
Which doesn't matter, but I just don't understand how you find somebody guilty of doing something to a 15-day-old baby because there was no evidence whatsoever.
Well, when they 15 days old, it's easy. This sounds horrible, but it's easy. It's easy to pose as another issue when really you caused something, or because their bodies are going through so much. They 15 days old. They put on this earth 15 days ago, like, or out into this earth 15 days ago. They was just inside another human. You see what I'm saying? So it's easy to pose something that you did as it just being something wrong with your child. Not saying he's guilty. He could be innocent. If he just said he don't have any type of evidence, but at the same time, I have to be fair. It could be easy to pose as something you did to your child as it just being, oh, because the baby's 15 days old.
That proved anything about me putting my hands on my kids. I've never done it. I never would. I don't believe in it. I was beat as a child. And I don't know.
And there you go right there. You could tell he went through something. I don't think this is just a 6ix9ine act. I don't think this is just for I don't think this is just for you feel me. I think something I feel like he's been through something. As a person who has tattoos, you just don't go out and say, I'm gonna just get face tattoos with no meaning. Nah, it's a meaning behind, a good amount of the things I feel like he has on his body as far as because as somebody who everything tattoos I have, they all symbolize me. You see what I'm saying? Everything I have symbolizes me. So I just can't see him just, I feel like he done been through something before.
Agree with it at all. And I would never do it. I would never do this. That's all I got to say. I would never do it. I'm innocent.
Well, I can make a lot of comments on what you said. I can make a lot of comments on the trial, but I know that was just be arguing with you or talking with you. I'll ask you one simple question. You claim you're innocent, so you tell me what sentence the man or woman that you claim did this should receive.
If you ever find out who did them, they deserve to be under the jail.
Okay, so they ought to get the maximum sentence.
Most definitely.
Okay.
So let's go back and look at his face when he said that sentencing, because that'll tell you if he was guilty or not. Let's look. Make sure you pay attention to his throat. See if he did one of them hard swallows, and then look at his eyes. See if his eyes went anywhere. Let's see.
Should receive.
If you ever find out
Ooh,
who did
but
them,
I didn't see it.
Claim you're
I ain't
innocent,
see
so
it.
you
Oh,
tell
I
me.
seen it right
I'll
there.
ask you one simple question. You claim
When he said, "I'm gonna ask you one simple question," he said, "Oh."
you're innocent, so you tell me what sentence the man or woman that you claim did this should receive.
if you ever find out who did them, they deserve to be under the jail.
Okay, so they ought to get the maximum sentence.
Most definitely.
Okay.
I feel like
On
he's starting to
crime-
get really aggravated at this point in time because I feel like I gotta follow this up. I gotta see if he did what happened, but I feel like I don't know. Just like you can look at somebody's eyes and tell when you feel me, but it's just like he didn't rehearse this or he's actually telling the truth.
Crime of malice murder, I sentence you to life in confinement without parole. On concealing the death of another, I sentence you to 10 years in confinement, consecutive or after. Count one. Do you understand each of your sentences?
Yes, sir.
I want to advise you that you have 30 days after today to file a notice of appeal
It'll be filed.
on this case. I'm going to instruct Mr. Carter on behalf of you to file a motion for a new trial to make sure your rights are protected. If you wish to allege that Mr. Carter did not do an effective job, then we'll bring in another.
Okay?
Bro, what did I tell y'all? I knew it. 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 Them judges don't be. Boy, they playing for keeps. He said you should give him the maximum sentence. And he got the maximum sentence. That's wild. I told y'all. I told y'all at the start. I already knew what it was. 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 Like, there's no way. Uh, Keyword of advice. You ever go to you innocent until proven guilty. Remember that. And please, can y'all let me know in the comment section if he actually did end up going to prison, if he's currently in prison. I know this video came out in 2019, so if he is currently in prison, can you please let me know? You let me know if he has any updated charges, because being in prison as labeled as a baby killer, that don't take kind with people who go to prison, who have children that they love dearly. That don't go well. And and he kind of looked like he's, you know, white supremacist. So if y'all can, please somebody let me know in the comment section if he is either A, in prison, B, alive, or C, y'all just don't know. Just let me know, man. But y'all already know what the deal is, man. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share, man. Share it to, you feel me? Share it to your cousin, share it to your pastor, share it to your auntie, share it to your vet, your dog vet. Just share it to whoever you need to share it to, man. Share it to me, like I already said. Share it back to me. But I do love y'all, man. This been your boy Z, and I love y'all, Z Squad, and we out to the next one.